Okay. I think I figured out today's streaming issue as I figure out second day back if all the things I've forgotten, which is way more than I expected. And like YouTube, you have to schedule a stream and then you have to set that stream. Oh, it's weird. YouTube streaming is weird. Which I just hit the play button. I just say start. Bam. I'm here. All right, today, I'm going to continue with the player redesign to collapse the layers from the clothing, the hair, and the body. And then we're going to try to get some progress on the state rewrite. I even have a handy dandy little reference page. This is a good site if you've ever wanted to know about design patterns. Spree, hit the page, sourcemaking.com, goes into it. And we're going to see if we can make our state stuff just a little more cleaner, a little more simpler. We're going to get as far as we can before I have to go to bed. And feel free to ask me questions about whatever. And let's get started. I also try to get this plugin working, but I forget what I had to do before. But it's a problem for another day. Okay, so I left off. We're gonna let the sleeping heads be. Ooh. And I think I'm gonna let the sitting be. I think the ones I want to prioritize are the phone, the journal, and the like interaction pickup. Then we'll come back to the others as we work on their state setups. Right, so the first thing we should do, like we did before, let's make sure they're all on the line. Which we already noticed they're not. I was amazed how like pixel art can look so crazy up close. You're like, there's no way that this looks like a person. And you're like, oh, I guess it does. It's wild. Just totally wild to me. Is it really player export? No, it's not. Why is it player export? It's so weird. I don't get it. Let me know if you ever hear my cat in the background. Or my dogs. They're also really loud. One of them is. Okay. Pop back to the player. We're going to go with phone. Bam. Assets. Player. 48. 80. Boom, 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 boom. Play. What? Oh, there is some inconsistencies. That one for sure. Yeah. All right. So bring this guy up. This guy too. This guy has a bunch of issues. All right, let's put him back together. Oh, we should make sure we have our grid set up. There we go. Oh, now we can fix some more. Hey, how's it going, man? How's your evening, my friend? Thanks for hanging out or stopping by. I don't expect anyone to stay because it's super late, but if you do, thank you. We need to game some more, by the way. Nice. Oh, tell him I say hi. I haven't talked to him in a bit. Yeah, no worries, man. I appreciate the support. Thanks for coming by. We definitely need to do some more gaming. Whether it's some open box, open world, Minecraft, some other game. We need to find more games, dude. There's got to be cooler games to do in a group. Oh, okay, cool. Thanks, man. It was my first day back, and I'm trying to get to a good schedule. Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Get this game done that I'm working on with my brother. Oh no. Broke the pixels. There we go. Okay. I think this one needs to go up by 1. And then we get to center it. Huzzah. Nice. All right. So now they are all centered. Or not centered. On the right level. Now we just got to get them centered. That's 2. That's 2. That's 2. 2. I think it's lying to me. They're not all centered. I know they're not. There we go. There's one that's not. Three. Yeah. And I have it, I'm dual streaming to both YouTube and Twitch. It'll help make sure my presence is there. Maybe I'll get it up to the point where it's monetized at that point, but streaming on both I think is good. Other than the headaches of doing it, because there's some pain points that I'm like annoyed with on a few things, but we'll get there. We'll figure it out. Okay. Export. Bam. Play. There we go. Look at that. It's all centered. Four frames a second. Yeah, I think so. And then I plan to take clips from content it's pretty good on my streams and like shorts and maybe TikToks for as long as that app's in the US. I got like potentially one clip from yesterday. That'd be good. But just to become more visible, work on my stuff. Now we work on the other part. From the book, but I don't know which one is that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this guy, huh? I also need to plan a trip to come out and see you. Oh, I don't like that. That's not good. We might have to shift everything up off by 1. The hair. Why? I don't know if there's any variance in these or not. Could literally be the same exact one. I watched a really good talk, GDC talk that talked about asset sheets, as he called them, and it like reduces the need for duplicated images, and you kind of like put them all together. Thought it was really cool. I'd watch them on stream, but I also know I'd get copyright notice or whatever, DMCA, into oblivion. Also, I want to be invited to GDC. I don't want to be banned from it. So, there's that. Shift it all by 1. Oh, I messed up his fingers. He's up there. That's also needs to get fixed. That like it never happened. Bam. Okay. Let's see how bad our animation looks now. That he like grows. Is it the 5th, 6th frame? Weird. All right, so then if 2, 3, 6. If 5 and 6 are the point, and that's 5 0 points. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 and 6. So these ones actually where it starts. I think it's supposed to look like, not that his legs are growing, but that he's like surprised. Like, huh? Yeah, I think. I could totally be wrong. But that's okay. Okay, 5, 6. Bring these back down. Nice. And then so for the off days, so like tomorrow I'm working on different project and trying to improve the little stream stuff that I discovered this week. And then also gaming a little bit. Trying to relax as well. And then I will be streaming again on Friday. And so the consistency will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Fridays. And then I'm going to be working on the YouTube channel, making videos and scripts and all that fun stuff. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I need to actually export. Might be smart to do that. All right, bam. Play. Oop, shifted. They look naked because originally I had multiple layers that I was then manually tracking and trying to then put on the character as they did things. And so I had this like complicated math for the position of the clothes and all that. And now I'm like going back and I'm trying to just create my sprite sheet because it's wrong. This like it says it's 48. It's not really 48. It's 48 and 80 something. And then things were off. So I took this base sprite sheet and the stuff that you would customize, and we're getting to the point that they look like this, where he got his clothes on. But I first have to align the sprite sheet, make it look good. Then I do the hair, and then I put the shirt on. So eventually he will not be naked. No. And debating on how good this game ends up being, maybe I'll add customization back at some point, and we'll do, more character customization. But first, MVP. Let's not make it super complicated and track clothes location during an animation cycle, because that's more complicated than we need it to be. Oh, is it the first? It is. No, 1, 2, 2, 3. Oh, it is the first animation cycle that's missing it. That's crazy. Is it just that one? It's 3 long. Yeah, so the first one's the wrong one. That's crazy. Boom. There we go. Oh, that's why it's doing that. I'm actually working with the PNG. Okay. That also explains. Where's the player? Okay. That makes way more sense now. Back to the animation cycle. Let's go to the phone. No, here, sprite sheet. Phone. Play. Okay, cool. So now we can put the outfit on him, which is the 7th one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it's just this one right above the book. So obviously this one even skipped the count. this one doesn't look like it matches nicely, but I guess it does. Okay. Crazy. I feel like this should be. Yeah. Because that's part of the arm. This one's a little harder. I don't feel like it lines up as nicely at all, but yeah, it's definitely his arm. No, I didn't want to select all of that. I want just this guy. Thank you. Nice. I like it. It messes me up when I like paste it and it's actually right in line. I'm like, is it? And then I like move it and I'm like, oh no, it was right. You're like, ah, well, if I would have left it, it would have been fine. It's crazy. All right. So many of these. Making it through. Cool. While I will do this pasting fun, I'll tell you a little about what the game is I'm building. So my brother and I, this game started out from one of the Godot wild jams, and it was like escape, and we're like, oh, that's cool. I thought we could finish a base MVP in a week. Totally overscoped it, but we really liked the idea, so we kept going, and now we're gonna try to get this released as soon as we can within reason. We still want like the polish and everything. but it's a game all about mental health and doing the right thing for you, getting out of your head, basically escaping your head, and doing some of the stuff you would do in therapy to get out of it. Look at that. Nice. All right. We have the phone done. Nice. And then, so making this little book thing his like journal. And so there's like a whole menu I'm going to do, or like status, where you go and check out your character status and then see how they're doing. Here's like some of this design of the game. I've cleared it out from before. This state had it like, it looks nice, but it's super unwieldy from like this, like it looks nice, but it doesn't. There's some things missing. So I'm like, that's why I'm trying to fix the state. There's this whole state system based on events, based on your emotions, and the character state changes, and so does the environment, and based on the character's emotion. So we think it's interesting. We hope when we have it in a playable state, you guys think it'll be, you guys will think it's interesting, and overall just hopefully be a fun game too. All right, we need to do the book. Let's bring in, I'll call it open status. Ooh, actually, how about just open journal? And then player size is 48 by 80. Select each frame we want. Play. Wow, look at that. I think it's like perfect. I don't need to change the height or that. Sick. I like it when it works out. Maybe go a little slower. Yeah, okay. First, this could be the real test. If the hair goes wider than the frame, then we're in trouble. That the hairs are exactly the same. But just in case. Now we're going. So I've also been trying to beat Elden Ring on my Thursdays. I don't know if you guys would watch me do that or not. That game is hard. I want to beat it before the DLC comes out. But it's also nice to have a day off, a break, kind of reset. Work on other things too. Yeah, we're cruising through this. I like that. Which usually means I messed up something. But yeah. Broke a pixel, cut it in half. Who knows? Either way, we'll fix it if it's broken. Hopefully, we should be able to easily get to the state rewrite. That'll be fun. Take a look. Still kind of feels too fast. Maybe like 3 frames a second. Yeah, that'll work. Okay. And so this is where they don't even try. They're just like, all right, we're going to just put this over the book. So it's a duplicate texture. Which is fine. Makes it easier for us. Bam. What other facts can I tell you about this game? I'm excited to the point when I get to the broken state and the whole environment's like broken and you have to beat like the rage version of yourself. Looking forward to that. And designing some of the boss battles like themselves. Like that'll be fun. Why is this one different than that? Yeah, this is like L. All right, now we test it. Yeah, there we go. Forget to stretch, chat. Relax. Get it out of your system. Sit at this desk all day. And remember, any bit of progress is still progress. So this is further than we have been in a while. So take every win you can get. The interaction. Alright, this guy will be fun. How many? Can't be tired. My stream just started. No. I did, however, get a brand new bed mattress. So I'm interact. We'll go with pickup. East. So I'm pretty excited after stream to go to bed, try it out. I'm also excited to try to get this in a good state before I go to bed. East and player 480 by 80, not 480, 48. This is the East selected. Boom, 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 boom. And he just stands there for like frames. It's weird, but okay. Add the 12 frames. What? Okay, first try. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, got him picking up stuff. Maybe still 4. He puts it in his pocket. Is that what the last frames are? 10. Yeah, I think they are. North. Same. Okay. Ooh, we need to make that 4 frames. Let's be consistent, yeah. South is what I have selected. .99. 4. Nice. And then finally, west. Is there one more frame? Yes. I guess I had a first one's selected. Like, I unclick the other times. But okay. Look at that. It goes over the border. That's like a bug in Godot. It should be under the border. Well, I guess it's above there too. Who knows? All right, and play. Wow, much easier than we thought. All right, so we're going with the east, and we'll do the hair, which is pickup. What's the pick up and put on the phone? Almost. Yeah, shopping cart. Yeah. So it's 2 down from the book. So that was the book. So that makes this the shopping cart. It makes this. Alright. I feel like we need like a trivia game or something while I put hair on head. I want to make like little stream games too. Like, I was thinking I could do. Because I really like the Twitch plays Pokemon stuff. If I like a game out and whether it's BRB or you redeem it or whatever, like shows up and then like have like chat, try to beat like a tower defense or something. Also for like 24-hour streams, whenever I decide to do one of those. If I get to that point, if things work out. But I just want to make cool little mini game things. I think that'd be fun. Like, they recently shut down, I think. Yeah, they were like sold. But I actually really liked Hollow Drive. It was this like not tower, like shooter game. Come on, I'm just gonna actually play. Mute it. We would like shoot each other and stuff. I really like this kind of thing. But I think we could have like a Twitch chat thing, or just just chat in general. But I like those kind of things. I think it'd be fun. All right, now I've done 3. How many? Okay, so that makes this next one. But I also have to make sure I don't just be like, ooh, next project, and never actually finish the projects I'm on. It's too easy to do that. We all do it too. We just gotta fight that instinct to be like, ooh, this other project looks good. Boom. Putting hair on head. Last one. Bam. Alright, let's make sure I didn't break it. That has to be a faster workflow. But like getting to this point with this other system was just so annoying because the things didn't like look right either. It was so bad. So this is way better still. All right. See, they weren't naked. They were never naked. What are you talking about? Not at all. So I need to take a look at dialogic for dialogue. At some point. Okay. Boom. Play. Nice. Nice. I think we saw that all of them looked good. I guess that's right. Okay. I mean, I do. Part of me wishes I could just make it work to just put them on there, but it's a ton of other work I don't want to deal with right now. Hmm. Man, it's been a busy, busy, busy day. Be just as busy. Is Thursday gonna be busy for you guys? I feel like I've got so much going on all the time. So almost tempted to like delay starting my streaming again, but I made a deal with myself and I'm like, no, I'm doing this. Work on the game. We do it. We make whatever progress we make and be happy with it. Granted, we could also make backwards progress, but let's not think about that. Create a feature to then uncreate a feature. Bam. And back to the editor. North. Okay. Nice. Perfect. Stretch. Whew. I was having a little bit of Red Bull. It's not gonna keep me up though. It'll give me like a little bit, and then I'll still just pass out. I can like sleep anywhere, anytime, on a plane, on a bench, doesn't matter. I can sleep anywhere. What about you guys? I I don't know if it's because like I'm always tired. Maybe it'll be fixed with my new bed, but I can. Going to sleep is never a problem. Waking up, on the other hand, I don't know how some people do it. They can get up like 4 a.m. Can't do it, especially with time changes that come on. Like, nah, I just can't. So I am a night owl. Except when it's a very busy week. But I'd probably still stay up. Yeah. I know myself. And as we have more wins here, I'll be like excited. I know I'm thinking about the state rewrite part and how to make it simpler, and I'm kind of like warring with myself. Cause I have like a very basic implementation, and I know there's like a documented version too out there. Like there's the Godot state one I've seen. I'm just curious how this will go. That's all. Just want to make it easy. So I have, what is it now? I was coding since I was in middle school. Been in my job for 15 years. Done everything kind of from different kinds of software engineering, from C++ to front end, even middle layer stuff, auth stuff. I've done it all. And the one thing that I've learned, doesn't matter the language, doesn't matter the system, is how hard is it to do? How hard is it to use the framework? How hard is it to get the thing you want done? Is it intuitive? Do you feel like you win quickly? And then is it maintainable? Like, can it stay being easy? Or does it become like a spaghetti mess? And so that's my goal with this state system. I want to make it flexible because I'm going to apply it to the character and to the level itself. So the level will have state. I did like the aliens thing when I just saw this, but like like everything should have a state that reacts based on the character's emotional state. Yeah. Well, we'll see how I can take those words and put them into action.
And then we should do a stream where we work on the music, because that'll be fun. Then we can swap out the music that's playing here and just have it be the game music and have it playing in the background. I think that'd be fun. He's currently moving near me, and then he'll be on stream, hanging out, or at least doing stuff. So looking forward to that. Because I think it's also maybe the music that's not upbeat enough. I also like the chill. So there's nothing going on that should be like in like high intensity things. Like this is like I'm putting hair on a sprite and how it's well, certainly don't need any epic music going on while I'm aligning pixels. In fact, it might make me mess up. Let me check something. Okay. After having issues with the YouTube stuff, I was worried that I was missing messages or I was not. Ooh, nice. That looked perfect. Just want to make sure things were still working. Let's look at that. Nice. I like that. Turn up the music just a little bit. Do you hear my cat meowing in the background? It says it can't be picked up, but I've heard her when I recorded like YouTube videos, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to re-record. Or my dogs will be like wrestling their collar or itching, and I'm like, nope, I have to re-redo that too. This kind of reminds me of a time back in the day. There was this game dev software called Beyond, and you'd build these little sprites and you'd build characters, and everyone's building like a Dragon Ball Z game because that's what you did, that's what you wanted. There were so many different versions, but these sprites reminded me of them all the time. It was just a different time. Loved that too. It's like everything was scripts and people would just write it. I feel like it's like disappeared. I don't know. Is it still a thing? Beyond. Wow. Is it still a thing? I don't. It doesn't look. Wow, this looks like it did back in the day. It's so crazy. February, March. I can't believe. Do people still build on it? It's crazy. Yeah, that was a time. It kind of looks like it took a step backwards, which is so crazy. A different time back then. You would just create stuff to create stuff, and quality was definitely not always the same. But I think everybody like shared the same like sprite set, so everybody's like looked the same. But it's kind of like if someone had their own novella stuff, and you could change all of the dialogue and the screens. Do whatever you wanted within like, but it's like a variant. And people would build some cool stuff. I wasted so much time on that. And EverQuest. None of the games. I just wasted so much time. I like this song. Ooh. I don't want both, I just want this one. Also been playing a ton of Balatro recently. It's a fun game. Thinking I might do a little tournament with some different friends too. Nice. Nice. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. And then hey, look, we're almost done. You know, I could almost leave the damage one. Yeah, we can. Well, let's start it at the very least. It has different directions, right? Yeah. So damaged east. Damaged west. Emotional damage north. Damaged south. Nope. 80. Boom, boom, boom. Which I think the quick, and you don't loop it, you just play it once. North. South. And west. Okay, look at that. That'll be just fine. Now we'll just grab this guy. way bigger, but hey, look at that. Nice. Yeah. Just keep going. I like this one. I'm gonna... Huh. Yeah. And let's go back out of here. Make sure I put you guys up over there so I can see you in case a question or anything comes up. That means we gotta work on the state stuff soon. Sweet. Now he has hair. Now we give him clothes. You look at it and you're like, does that fit? Does it? Yeah, that fits. And I know this is, I think this is supposed to be like his shoulder or like some definition. But also just like his face. It's just like straight line mouth. So that might bug me in the future. We might fix it. But right now we're worried about MVP. We're worried about making sure we can get the story out there, the the core features built, and then we'll refine it, make it cooler, cleaner. Really easy to fall into the pit of trying to get everything correct on your first go, because you're not gonna, and that's okay. Look at that. They mostly have clothes. We'll figure out the sitting and the sleeping later. The rest of it looks looking good. All right, look at that. So with that, we're at a stopping point for the assets, so we can close these. Don't save because I didn't mean to make any changes there. All right, now let's get serious. So we have the apartment, which obviously is cleared out because we need to make it cleaner. Alright, so the player, we need to go to the players. State here, player. Okay, so these bodies, oh hey, it's actually working. Cool. Sprite sheet. Ta-da. And then I'm gonna get rid of all of this. Bam. That's pretty cool. All right, and then okay, so this is saying matches bodies. Instead, I want sprite sheet dot animation and instead I'm gonna call it on there, and then we're just gonna move this here. Then here we're gonna disconnect that method, and I'm gonna delete these. And then we know that it is interact, pick up, east, interact, pick up, no, interact, pick up, south. I just use like a new lines. Why not? Fine. I'm not a huge fan of that. Okay. And now that we did that, we can say, hey, if it's any of these animations, player animation position,
We don't care about any of this. I say like, right? Yeah, no, I don't want any of that. Get rid of it. And we'll just make it idle state. And we'll open up our idle state here. Player.bodies. Nope. I don't want any of that. Instead, I want player dot sprite sheet dot animation equals idle. Probably want to also say stop. We don't care about the position. Yeah, now all this can just go away. Yeah, and then we'll go player dot sprite sheet dot frame equals get direction of the player, which I bet we can clean that up too. I just want to get everything back to the way it was before, but drop the 3 animation nodes. Player interact. And I'm gonna call this interact pickup because we'll have different interactions later. Sprite sheet dot play interact pick up north. And we'll get rid of all those. Much cleaner. Go. See, it's like get this position plus 16 minus 2. Like this is why I had to do that. Like all that work we did with the sprite sheet because I didn't want to do any of it. I just wanted to say sprite sheet dot play interact pick up east, and that's it. Dot spreadsheet dot play interact pick up south and get rid of all of that again. So much easier.
let's do walk. Spreadsheet dot play. North. And drop those. It's so good to just delete lines of code. Less code, more concise. Love it. If we can find bodies. Good. Are there any air? No? Alright, shall we see where we're at? Can we run it? Oh. He is stuck in the player interact pickup. He should be idle. And that's why. He needs to be set on the default state. There we go. And then if I go down, look at that. Oh. His hair is wrong. Look at that. One is the idle state of the one wrong? Yeah, actually, it might need to be faster in the animation. He like glides. Okay. Okay. Oh, it means we need to open up Aspirite again. Or Aspirite. Or whatever. Now it should be fixed. Nope. No. There you go. Maybe that. That might do it. Nope. Because we cut off. Okay. It's just the little things. But it was extremely visible. There we go. Yeah, and now we can fix the glide speed, so flare. I might just do 6 frames and we'll just see how it looks. Yeah, let's go see how it looks. That might actually be nice. Let's see. Does that look like it's gliding too much? No, I think that feels more believable. Like this stride and the speed that he does his frames and the amount that's moved. Look at that wall. That is bad. Doesn't look good at all. I didn't even know how bad it looked because I had like counters and stuff. Whoa. Yeah. Didn't even bother apparently. Look at that. And his hair. Yeah, that's where you like break some of the believability. That's why I was rewriting some of it. Okay. So now that we have that, let me look at this here. That map. Look at that. I didn't even realize there's still things there. Oh, because the wall is above it.
There you go. Look at that. That's much better. Is that supposed to be like one more? And that's why? Okay. So this wall is actually shorter than it should be. There's only 2 here. But this goes up 3 in depth. That works too. Yeah, that works better. Yeah, it's like ground object 3. This is why the whole like wall thing was messed up. Which, well, I can't get stuck on that. I'm state design. That's what we're doing tonight, or for the time I have left. Okay. So let me look at this scripting here. We have his direction being tracked, his speed, his state when he starts. So this should have said, because even if, okay, so let's fix that bug actually. So if I come back to here, he's in, yeah, let's just stop this. Go to player. Yeah, he's in like walk east. And if I hit F5 and run it, is he still going to be in walk east? He's not. He's idle. Which is correct. So when I started, it said he was like pick up north. He's still idle. Okay. I guess we fixed it unknowingly. Now I want, when it runs, that the player state
is visible. I do state. Is it state underscore name? What is it? Yeah. Look at that. I clicked and now he's in pickup. And he's stuck in this idle. Okay, we'll have to fix that. Like that I have duplicate. Hmm. And then interesting, when it goes back to idle, it's... Is it knit? Isn't hit, is it? Because we walk. And then the player... Player state is new. No, it's a brand new. Oh, I'm gonna get rid of this. In fact, I'm gonna get rid. Yeah, this isn't used anywhere. Well, when you turn off looping on the interact, that's what that is. Player, sprite sheet, interact. It, no loop, please. Not F6. No, not F6. Oh, I guess it... Okay, I'm not sure why it worked. All right, so now when I click, put it in his pocket, and he goes idle. So we can see that here. Idle. Oh, no, not Esperite. Esperite, whatever. But, so you can see this will change from idle to, like, interact pickup. Like, click. And then he puts it in his pocket. The animation finishes, and now he's idle. And now when he walks. So we have a good tracking now on his state. Then by his direction, we also know which way he's going. I don't know if we should export that at all. I should probably maybe hidden. Alright, so then we could probably really quickly make a damage state. I also probably need to organize this a bit too. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go. Create new folder. We'll go with states. That way we can put our states in there. We have our base class, interact, walk. And then we'll go with inherits player state. This one will be player damage state. Bam. Then we just kind of simulate. Ooh, I think we want -1 on this. I think we want last direction. I think we want to start. We'll use that maybe as our base. We need to look at the way they work to then see what we're reusing all the time, and then like make that reusable instead of rewriting the code. Okay, so we've got in init state where we pass the player, and then we say player dot state name equals damaged. We should also make sure that the damaged state, I think we did this already. Yeah, they're all unchecked. I wonder if we can be smarter about this, because if I keep this up, I have to add every single time a new state that has an animation but then finishes. Like, I really just want to know when the animation's finished.
And I think I can look up loop. Right? Is playing. A signal. I wonder if I can check, because this obviously is like a Boolean flag, right? Like I can say yes, loop it, don't loop it. But can I get like is looped? Oh, is that an option? When the animation finishes, it pauses playback. I have like an animation finished signal. Do I not need it? Like on it finishing. Do I even need any of this? Can I just say like when the sprite sheet animation finishes? Like just set it to the idle? Does that just work? Interact. Idle. Interact pick up. Idle. Yeah, so I don't even need that. Cool. We can just say this code is irrelevant. We don't need to worry about that. We were just being a little over specific. Is this setting direct? Is set direction getting set in physics? Am I even? Oh, an unhandled input event. Interact. See, and I actually want it to be like interact collision. Like, and is interactable. Which I'll just it's false. Not a bit wise. It's not my intention. Okay. So now I can hit mouse button all I want. It won't. It's not going to be interactable. Because we have to define that. Cool. I am going to say if event is action rest damaged. It's not really going to be it, but I just want to test this. Layer interaction. No. Damage state. Not new self. Okay. And we're going to go into input map. Add a new action. Call it damaged. Add D for damage. Okay. We don't really care about process. But I can't like cut the screen in half, but you know, it's fine. It is what it is. We got here. We're gonna say not prompt. Should make a package called prunt, and it just like corrects it to be print, so you could like write prunt, like those who can't spell. I guess I don't say state, I just say and set animation direction. Okay, so this is where we're doing this, I think, on every, right? Like set animation. Yes, and init is the only one we're not. But we do it here. So my thought is we take this, we'll go into here. And we pass player and we pass animation. Now it's mad at me, and that's okay. But here I can say player and then damaged. And if I make sure I'm very consistent,
we can go here. And do something like that. I think I should do the formatter, but I just want to see if this works. The formatter, I think, saves, because any string concatenation isn't going to be good. Yeah, I think it's efficient. Okay, so that way it's like damaged underscore north. Yeah. Or like interact pickup. So if we go with like interact state, right, we can go interact pickup. And we can just delete that entire thing. Idle, we're not calling it, so we don't care. So we can decide to call it if we want. Walk state. And then we'll go walk. And then just get rid of it. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with those. Okay, so then I come back to daemon. D. Oh, why is he moving? Interact state, player state. We say play. Because D is ASD. Ah, that's why. Let's change this to F. Nice. Oh, notice something? He like flips around and goes back. So we do have to like detect a state on a init for idle. Because notice on a init, and then we do this like if player walk state. When we get direction. I don't know if we should get direction. Right? Because we go player to, yeah, this is this thing. To be done on init. It's a lot done on init. Yeah. And now it doesn't turn around. Nice. Amazing. All right. And that about wraps it up for tonight. We made a ton of progress. I'm actually really happy where this is going. Go find out who we can raid. I'll be back Friday. So tomorrow, taking tomorrow off to do other work, work on YouTube video, work on a separate project, game a little bit, relax. And then I'll be back on Friday. And it's gonna be a long stream on Friday. Like many more, like 2 more hours longer than this. So let's see who is streaming.
Thanks, man. Appreciate the support as I get back into this. All right, let's see who is live. All right, we're gonna go raid MC Eunice. He is an amazing pixel artist. He's building his own game. His art skills are off the chain. He's crazy good. So for those of you on YouTube, here is the link. But we're gonna raid him over there. And yeah, you guys have been amazing. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys on Friday. Thank you.